Looking for a special handmade gift? The Lonesome Pottery Sale might have that piece of handcrafted artwork that you've been looking for.
And the Indian Student Association talks to us about their upcoming holiday event, Dipa Valley. Live from Corvallis, it's the Beaver News.
Good evening and welcome to your Thursday night edition of the Beaver News. I'm Cody Stover.
And I'm Joe Hedberg. We're glad you could join us here tonight.
The Oregon State Craft Center is holding its fall term pottery sale tomorrow in the Memorial Union's Trysting Tree Lounge. The sale is a fundraising event with the proceeds going to the OSU Craft Center and its studios. The Craft Center, located in Snell Hall, provides many different outlets for students, faculty, and members of the community to come together and be creative in many different opportunities such as ceramics and sewing. Tomorrow's sale, deemed the Lonely Pottery Sale, will feature mostly artwork created by members of the Oregon State Craft Center. Although the title of the event makes it seem like there will only be ceramics, the sale will also feature glass artwork and photography. The Lonesome Pottery Sale is a great way to pick up an early Christmas present for Grandma or to grab a small trinket for your dorm room, while also supporting the creative souls of the OSU Craft Center.
With Civil War Week approaching fast, members of Beaver Nation are getting ready to celebrate the inaugural Paint the State Pep Rally. The rally will be held Monday night at Parker Plaza at Reeser Stadium at 7 p.m. Monday's rally will include special appearances from head coach Mike Riley, current Beaver players, the OSU Marching Band, Benny Beaver, and the cheer team. Free food and beverages will be available courtesy of Allen Brothers Coffee, Pizza Pipeline, Qdoba, and Pepsi. Beaver Authentics will have official game day merchandise for sale. The first 250 people to arrive will receive a free gift, so get out there and show your support.
Speaking of the Civil War, the student ticket dispersal process for the Civil War next Saturday will be slightly different than the usual home game campout free-for-all. As many students know, those who hold all 5 of this year's previous home game ticket stubs will have first priority in receiving a Civil War ticket. Therefore, the ticket office will open Sunday at noon for those with 5 ticket stubs instead of the usual 7 a.m. opening Monday morning. Ticket line regulations state that persons may begin lining up 24 hours in advance, but this weekend things will be different. Due to the home game against Cal on Saturday, students will be allowed to line up beginning 1 hour after the completion of the game, which begins at 7:30. Students who have less than 5 ticket stubs will become eligible for Civil War tickets throughout the beginning of the week based on how many stubs they have. 4 stubs taking precedence over 3 stubs, so on and so forth. Each night, the ticket office will post the number of remaining stubs on OSUBeavers.com, and this website can be accessed for a complete Civil War student ticket dispersal process schedule.
Oregon State University's fall term enrollment, fueled by a major increase in minority students from the United States and international students, grew by 4% on the main campus of Corvallis, from 22,000 to over 23,000 students from the fall term of 2011. A robust online enrollment pushed the university's overall growth to a record total of just over 26,000 students, a 5.7% increase over OSU's overall enrollment last year. OSU's minority enrollment has more than doubled in the last decade, from nearly 3,000 students in 2003 to 5,000 students this fall.
Oregon State seems to be always looking for ways to expand upon the Civil War rivalry between the Ducks and the Beavers. A new challenge is underway as of yesterday that pits the 2 schools against each other in an energy civil war. The energy civil war entails 20 re-rev cardio machines, 10 of which are in Dixon Rec Center and 10 of which are in the University of Oregon's Rec Center. When students run on the machines, they create energy, and the amount of energy generated by each school will be tracked. The school that creates the most energy on the machines, when the Wednesday, November 21st deadline arrives, will be declared the winner. The event allows the OSU and U of O communities to participate in the Civil War rivalry while also gaining exercise. And quite frankly, with Thanksgiving the day after the conclusion of the event, we might all need some exercise.
Saving energy is one way to be green, but another way you can go green for OSU is to recycle. Today was America Recycles Day, and the OSU recycling team was hard at work collecting items that can't be recycled from the curb. These items included styrofoam, film plastics, electronics, packaging peanuts, electronic media, ink and toner cartridges, scrap metal, and household batteries. America Recycles Day is a national awareness day that aims to bring attention to the amount of waste we throw away. As part of the event, volunteers from the Student Sustainability Center passed out free water bottles to those who made the pledge to reduce, reuse, and recycle.
If you're looking to become a more cultured and well-rounded earthly citizen, then you're in luck. POMIAS, an Indonesian student association on campus, is hosting a movie night this Friday in the Memorial Union's Joyce Powell Leadership Center. The movie, titled Soy Jija, is an Indonesian film and will be shown with English subtitles. The event is open to the public and is an effort to better educate the Oregon State students and greater OSU community on Indonesian culture. There is no charge to view the film, and popcorn and beverages will be provided. Doors open at 6:30 Friday night, and the movie will run from 7 to 9.
It looks like there's going to be a lot going on this weekend, which means there's no reason not to go out and try something new. But if you're looking for something cultural on campus, the Indian Student Association might have what you're looking for. To celebrate the Hindu holiday of Diwali, the ISA is putting on a cultural celebration titled Dipa Valley. Let's have a look at what's in store.
We're here tabling in the quad to advertise for our event that's coming this Sunday on November 18th. It's called Dipa Valley, which is the Festival of Lights. It's celebrated all throughout India. Our event is in the MU Ballroom from 6 to 9 this Sunday. And this is just an opportunity for people to come pick up their tickets, learn about the event.
One of our demigods, or gods you could say, was going off, and he defeated a bad demon person, like a demon. I don't want to say demon, but yeah, it was like a demon. And then to celebrate the victory, it's kind of like a success. So it's like a celebration of like lights. And so traditionally, what we do back in India is we make kind of like little tiny clay pots almost, and then we fill it with oil, and then we put a very thick type of string into it, and then we light it, and we dip the string into the oil so that it's like completely covered in it, and then we light it so that it creates kind of like just like a little light, and it kind of looks like this right here, and then we put those all around the house to kind of like illuminate the area, and just celebrate and welcome him back and lighten his path back into the town or wherever he was. So just celebrating light and goodness, destroying evil, yes. Awareness over ignorance. It's also celebrated in the Sikh culture when they're rejoicing the release from imprisonment of their sixth guru. It's also celebrated in Jainism as the day when Mahavir attained enlightenment. So yeah, if anything, it's a day to celebrate illumination and everything like that. So we're going to have some delicious Indian food.
We're going to start off the night by teaching some people how to do a traditional folk dance that's done during this time. We will also have performances by students, whether they're singing Bollywood or classical songs, also a Bollywood dance. And then we're going to end the night with some free dancing for everyone.
Dipa Valley is open to all community and OSU students this Sunday from 6 to 9 p.m. Tickets are $6 for students and $8 for non-students.
If you're waking up tired and you can't make it to class until you've downed the second cup of Joe, it's time for a wake-up call. The Center for Disease Control estimates that 41 million American workers aren't getting enough sleep. That's 30% of the workforce in this country. The Oregon State website has given some easy tips to sleep better and stay healthy. The first, enforce an electronic curfew. Set a time to turn off your laptop, turn off your smartphone, and dim your tablet so you can relax and fall asleep easier. Second, eat breakfast as soon as possible. Third, don't have caffeine after lunch. And finally, exercise 3 hours before you go to bed. Exercise can help you sleep better at night, but make sure you give yourself enough cool down time before hitting the sack.
For Oregon State students and faculty with young children, life just got a little easier. If you've been to Dixon recently, you may have noticed the new child care center near the north side ground level basketball courts. The center, called Our Little Children, provides child care to OSU students at no charge while they're at the gym, a service previously unavailable at the rec center. Our Little Village is hosting its official grand opening ceremony tomorrow from 11:30 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. Everyone is invited to come and check out the ceremony. There will be free treats and beverages.
Well, before we end tonight's broadcast, we're going to give you our Beaver News Weekend Weather Report. Today we saw some awfully cold weather without a single break in the clouds, but it doesn't look like it's going to get any better.
That's right. We're expecting a rainy weekend, so you might need to break out that rain jacket.
On Friday, we're expecting a 40% chance of rain with a high of 54 degrees. On Saturday, the rain is going to hit hard with a high of 52 and a low of 38. This means that Saturday's game against the California Golden Bears is going to be a cold one.
On Sunday, we might see the rain let up just a little bit, but we're still expecting to stay in the low 50s range. On Monday, the rain is going to hit us again with a 70% chance of participation, a high of 52 and a low of 43. Finally, Tuesday is predicted to be another wet one, and it doesn't look like it's going to clear up anytime soon. Tuesday will hit a high of 54 and a low of 45.
So are you going to be going to the Cal Bears game this weekend?
I will be at the Cal game, and I'm thinking that it's going to be a great tune-up for the Beavers as they head into the Ducks next weekend.
I think it'll be a great game with the return of Sean Mannion under center. Hoping that the Beavers come out good in this one. My friends and I are going to be painting our face like the members of KISS, the rock and roll band. So
that sounds pretty good.
It'll be a good one. Hopefully we can get on the Pac-12 network with that one.
Unfortunately, our basketball team lost tonight. And with our Stanford loss last weekend, I think this is just a great weekend to come back in full force and just get back in the winning side of things.
Most definitely. You know, we've had a hiccup against the University of Washington. We kind of had another minor one against Stanford. But with this next 3 home games, Stan, I think we'll do just fine against the Ducks.
Reeser's going to bring it home, I think.
We'll be rocking Reeser. Well, that's all the news we have for you tonight. I'm Joe Hedberg.
And I'm Cody Stover.